The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNC Now.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to the new channel. Our channel transforms an entire community that sees all things new. I am Gianne Janiola, streaming live from the Flower Festival Center of the North, Baguio City. Good afternoon and welcome to the World Season 1, Episode 14, celebrating women empowerment and gender equality in the society. Hello and welcome to our talk show this afternoon on women empowerment. Ayan, magandang hapon mga ka-Frontline. And of course, happy Women's Month everyone. Today we are going to delve into the topic of breaking barriers and empowering women to succeed in all aspects of life. We all know that women have come in terms of gender equality, but there's still a long way to go, especially for some societies that we have in our world. So let's talk about how we can continue to break down these barriers and empower women to reach their full potential. Women empowerment is not only a moral imperative, but it also makes economic sense, especially so that women's participation in the workplace, especially to us nurses, can lead to increased productivity and economic growth. Additionally, when women have access to education and economic opportunities, they are more likely to invest in their children's education and health, leading, of course, to improve outcomes for future generations. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, joining us this afternoon is someone who has dedicated her career um, in the different aspects of business, and of course empowering herself as a woman. So we will be having, she's actually an artistic director of Ballet Baguio since 2003 to present. And of course, she also graduated with honors from Lisa Makuha Vaganova Teacher Training Program that was in 2022. She's a certified progressing ballet technique teacher. She's a former student of Ballet Manila way back 2000 to 2002, a former student of Children's Dance Workshop way back 1990 2000. She's also a coach, a choreographer, for the Asian Ballet Competition, which garnered silver medalists for 2022. Asian Grand Prix International Ballet Competition. Bronze medalist din po siya. That was 2022 to 20, and 2021. And then for Philippine Dance Cup, honorable mention medalist. That was way back 2016. And of course, she has also received awards locally here in Baguio as a Certificate of Commendation from our city. That was in 2022. She is also a graduate of Bachelor of Arts in Communication, major in speech, and minor in broadcasting. Wow, nakaka-amaze ang guest natin this afternoon from the University of the Philippines, Baguio po yun, last 2008. And of course, received a certificate of specialization in leadership and management that is in Harvard Business School online recently, just last 2021. Please welcome Miss Jaqueline Go Ramon.
Hi, Gian. Hi, good afternoon to all the viewers of the Frontline here, only here at the new channel. Magandang
Ay,
hapon po sa inyong lahat.
ayun, welcome Jackie. It's been a long time since last time nagkita. And I'm so happy having this show with you this afternoon. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so
Yes.
much for having me.
Ayun. So you're one of the women actually that I really look up to. You are very successful in terms of your career and family. So could you tell us about what women empowerment means to you?
That's actually a very difficult, thing to describe because marami siyang description. But for me, I believe that women empowerment is the ability to be able to direct your life. So to be able to decide on the things that you want to do and what you don't want to do, on the things that you want to become, who you want to become. Ayun, that's what I think women empowerment is.
Wow, very well said. Talaga man coming from a Miss Jacqueline Go, nakaka-amaze naman 'yon. Yes. So, siguro pareho tayo no when we say na you don't really need naman award giving bodies to certify or verify na you are an empowered woman. Siguro karamihan sa mga women viewers natin have to understand that. And na-mention ko nga kanina that you are a career woman and also a family woman, 'di ba? Ayun, so what inspired you? Minsan kasi sa iba mahirap ito i-balance. So, what inspired you to pursue a career in business and also have your family alongside?
So, gone were the days na ang wife or the mom is just at home, stay at home na mom. Although I still appreciate that there are still women who are like that, and that's actually a
Mm.
very difficult job.
Correct.
But
Oo.
it's something that I really don't see myself personally doing. Parang um, hindi ako mapakali. I want to create. I want to do things. I want to work. So for me, since I'm in the line of ballet and
Mm.
ballet is my passion, it's something that is not really work for me. So para it's like making my passion as something that in a way pays the bills na rin. So ay,
Mm.
siguro sabihin mo, parang medyo lucky kasi not all people who work really have passion to do what they are doing sa work.
Tama.
So ayun. Yun nga, I don't just don't see it as work. It's something that I want to do. And ayun, siguro lang hindi lang talaga ako pang stay at home.
Oo, tama yun. Kasi even I also tried staying at home. Mahirap din i-manage ang bahay. And of course, I believe most of our men would agree to that. Na mahirap din talaga ang trabahong bahay at mahirap din talaga mag-alaga ng isang pamilya. No? So, Dito naman tayo, let's go to you being a career woman, no? So what are the some of the biggest challenge that you've faced as a career woman, and of course, how did you overcome it?
Well, I have been blessed naman na since I was young, my dad
Mm-mm.
kasi is, although my mom was a housewife, um, ako naman, being the only girl na anak, so I have two brothers kasi I have an older brother and a younger brother. I wasn't treated as parang princess na hindi pwede mag-work, hindi pwedeng ano. Sinasama ako. So, kung nga mag-grocery, magbubuhat ng groceries, kasama ako nagbubuhat. So, hindi ako parang tinita ko as one of the boys din. So, parang
Mm-mm.
doon pa lang, as at a young age, nagka-impression ako na hindi ako dapat iba sa mga lalaki. So, parang siguro yon that's what I appreciate with my parents is that walang nangyaring parang inequality sa aming magkakapatid na porke babae ka, ganito ka, or porke lalaki ka. So, ayun, wala naman siyang naging parang hadlang sa akin. I didn't feel inferior to men growing up. So there's not really much of a challenge for me kasi at a very young age, I was already empowered by my own parents to be able to succeed, to have my own dreams, to have my own goals. Alam mo, hindi sila nag-direct sa akin kung anong gusto kong gawin. Kung they asked me, what do you wanna do? And they supported me. So, in terms naman of putting up a business, of course, aside from just being a woman, I also started teaching at a young age. So I was in my teens, nasa late teens. So you're already a woman. You're a young person pa. So wala talagang maniniwala sa iyo at first, di ba? So I really had to prove myself. I
Mm-mm.
had to do my job well. uh, I I did my responsibilities. I really accomplished all my commitments and I did my best in all my work. Kaya siguro yun, in the long run, nakabuild tayo ng network, nakabuild tayo ng mga achievements, dahan-dahan, we competed, and then we won, and then we did all these shows. So, ayun, I think that's what led to the success of the school.
Ayun. So, I really appreciate siguro point talaga sa nasabi mo, Jackie, is yung support ng family. I guess if we really have to fight for or learn about equality, regardless, ano women's rights naman or women empowerment does not necessarily mean we have to outdo with the men. 'Di ba? It's just equal footing with them. And just having this equal opportunities, mga ganon. So, I think it would really mean a lot if it would start at home. So you're very lucky to have that kind of upbringing na sana 'di ba yun yung mangyari sa mga susunod na generations. And I also like how you um banked on your consistency pagdating sa mga dealing mo talaga. Talagang siguro kahit sinong entrepreneur, the main I believe, especially for our audience, is your commitment in what you are doing talaga. Ayun. So now you're already married, right?
Yes.
With how many children?
I have one teenager, a
Wow, my
girl.
teenager
Mm-mm.
na. Don't worry, you don't look like you have a teenager. Ayun. Oh, di ba? So, you now, so with your family, you already have your family, you have your husband, and you have your kids, and you still manage to have your business as your career. So, how was the life work life balance? How do you balance it with your successful business?
So, my husband is in the military. So, ano siya, most of the time, wala rin siya sa bahay. He is usually assigned to different places or deployed. And I also have my job as the director of a ballet
Mm-mm.
school. So, I think na maganda rin kasi malaki na yung our daughter is already 13 years old. So, hindi na siya ganun kahirap i-manage. Ah, mas kaya na niyang, alam mo na, syempre, alam mo na, teenager, medyo may mga sarili nating isip, may mga sarili na rin gusto. So, ayun,
Mm.
I think that's what makes it uh, easy for me right now kasi hindi ka na super 24 hours hands-on sa kanya. So, yung husband ko naman is very supportive
Mm.
with my work. Actually, he likes it that I have my job. Parang
Mm.
yung mga iba kasi atang, not all naman, but some military wives, medyo na ano sila pag wala silang, yung nasa bahay lang sila, tapos they're just
Mm.
waiting for their husband. Medyo kung ano-anong naiisip, papasok sa utak, ganyan. So, he likes it na I'm busy also. Para hindi ko rin siya, parang, you know, you do your thing, I do my thing. Parang ganon. So, we have our own careers.
I think it's very nice also that your husband really does respect what you are currently doing to supportive siya sa passion mo. I think very important yun na role ng men talaga together with their wives or the women in their lives. Ayun. So, um, now that you have all this with you, what do you believe are the key qualities that help you succeed? Of course, yung kanina nga nabanggit mo, yung at least you should be there with your all your commitments. And what else can you give us tips for this key qualities that would probably be a really good tool for someone to succeed, especially the women?
Well, I believe na, actually, feeling ko, Gian, and I think you would agree to this, it is actually an advantage to become a woman. Kasi, aside from being able to, especially when you're making negotiations or when you're making deals,
Mm-mm.
kung lalaki sa laki, medyo straightforward sila, right? Pero
Mm-mm.
tayo, as females, as women, we have this ability na to medyo konti, sir, sige naman, ganito, ganyan. Di ba? Kaya nating gawin yun eh. Di ba? Kaya nating
Yes.
lambingin or kaya natin silang i ano to? Uh, para mag-change yung mind nila or kaya natin silang i-influence, ganyan. So,
Oo, persuasive, no?
yes, oo, kaya may ganun tayong ability na parang hindi rin kaya minsan ng mga ibang lalaki kasi baka anong isipin tungkol sa akin, gano'n. So, yeah,
Oo.
oo. So, yun, I think that's one of the things talaga.
Ayun. So, oo, totoo nga yun. Actually, when you're driving around town nga, ito, very simple example, no? Pag nakita nilang babae yung driver, ay, sige, oo, pagbibigyan na. May mga ganun. Pa gentleman natin, kahit papano, may ganun silang effect eh, kapag women yung nakakarap nila. Ayun. So,
So,
aside from that, how do you stay motivated? Siyempre, meron yung times talaga pag women or pag babae ka, generally parang may times din na highly emotional ka, ganun, or siguro you're looking for support from everyone that's around you. So for you, how did you stay motivated to continue to push yourself to achieve your goals or your passion?
siguro it's also one of the things that my husband would tell me. When I asked him, kasi medyo late kaming kinasal, no? Parang nasa
Mm-hmm.
30s na kami. So, syempre, people nowadays, 20s, kinakasal na sila, kami mga 30s na. So, he has had his parang fair share of previous relationships. And parang at a 30-year-old bachelor man na military, parang medyo weird. So, bakit hindi ka pa rin, di ba? Hindi wala ka pa rin asawa. And he said na it's because as a breadwinner dun sa family niya,
Mm-mm.
he's also looking for an empowered woman, a strong woman, na
Mm-mm.
kaya niya yung ihawakan yung family kahit nawala siya. Because anything can happen to him, right? So siguro yun yung one of the things that keeps me motivated is that I want to make sure that I am able to provide and to be able to become a father in case na may mangyari sa husband ko or in case na wala siya. I want to be that woman who does not always depend on a man,
Mm.
who can survive. Kahit na siguro maghiwalay kami, ganyan. Kaya ko pa rin. Kasi nga, sorry, wag naman. Pero,
Wag naman.
oo, parang, parang hindi ako yung parang pag iniwan, paano na ako, ano nang gagawin ko sa life ko, ganon.
Oo.
That's what keeps me motivated.
Oo nga. Well, I hope every woman would also see that, no? Kasi kung minsan din yun yung mga nagiging problems ng mga, some people have this unfortunate enough na they have to go through some of those kinds of relationship wherein it doesn't really work, and they'd have to separate. Even in the US, if they through divorce. So kung minsan talaga medyo dehado ang women kasi most of the men talagang parang fixed na kasi yan na nag-work sila. And so kung minsan yung women medyo dun sila nadadali kasi they're not prepared for those kind of life events. So dun sila nahihirapan. So I guess it's also nice na for every woman to consider din kasi parang self-fulfillment mo din yun no? Or parang ano mo rin yun, parang, kasi kapag, if you have your own money, if you can provide for yourself, iba pa rin kasi yung feeling, na meron kang sariling income.
Tama yan. At saka, you feel better about yourself. You have more respect towards yourself. Kasi alam mo naman na kahit na siguro may mangyaring masama sa iyo or sa relationship niyo, alam mo na kaya mo on your own and hindi kayo parang magka-cry-cry lang at one corner for months and then magiging unproductive ka na, wala na, ayoko na, ganun na. So parang I want to be able to live my life and create my own legacy and not just be dependent on my husband.
I totally agree. I totally agree with you on that. I think isa 'yon sa mga importanteng dapat i-keep in mind ng bawat babae sa society natin. Especially this past pandemic, 'di ba? Ang daming mga content creators ang lumabas, ang daming mga kahit tong mga reels and mga short clips regarding women empowerment and how you'd have to inspire yourself, how you are worth it. May mga ganon, ma-inspirational talaga na videos. Naglipa na, especially this past pandemic, regarding your self-worth. So siguro, both for men and women, we should also have that individuality and self-respect na parang regardless of your gender, whether you're a woman or a man, you should be able to have that self-respect para rin sa sarili mo.
That's true. Like what
Ayun,
you
of
said,
course.
Gian, ay sorry, medyo choppy. Ayan, hello. Am I okay? Okay. Yun nga, I like what you said, Gian, na it's regardless kung naman to labanan ng lalaki. You are human. You're a human being. You are gifted with intellect, with talent, with skill. So regardless kung babae or lalaki ka, you should make your own mark, you should make your own legacy, and you should make the most out of your life.
Perfectly said. O, di ba? Pang Miss Universe. Ayun talaga. Yes. Oh, very inspiring. I really appreciate your responses this afternoon, Jackie. I'm sure marami tayong mga viewers na at may inspire sa mga na-share mo this afternoon. And of course, we will be back with more of Miss Jaqueline Go Ramon after this few breaks that we will be having. Ayan po. So, pause muna tayo for a short commercial break. Ayan. Let's celebrate being a woman every day, be part of Global Women Who Rule 2023. That is our Global Women Who Rule. It is an annual online summit happening on March 25, 2023. That is Saturday, 1 to 6 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. The new channel is an online alternative new media platform of online shows for people on the go. So please watch all our shows as seen on your screen. Imagine having your own show, your own playlist, your own content, but we make it easier for you. TNC aims to transform the lives of our viewers through engaging, authentic, and original content. Our channel is responsible, global 24/7 platform that showcases Filipino global influencers, cultural intelligence, and ingenuity. Of course, see you on the next season of the Frontline. You can watch live or on replay via Facebook or YouTube. Follow us on IG, listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just search hashtag TNC now. And of course, for sponsorships, please email now at thenewchannel.com or send us a direct message. Enjoy this life changing shows because we made them for you. Ayun. And we're back mga ka-frontline. Salamat sa paghihintay. And of course, ngayong hapon na to, napag-uusapan nga natin ang tungkol sa women empowerment. And of course, again, happy Women's Month to all our women out there. And with us is, of course, Miss Jaqueline Go Ramon, the overall director of Ballet Baguio.
And Miss Gian, and to all the viewers who are watching the Frontline.
Ayun. So, welcome back. Ayan. So, kanina, ang dami nating na pag-usapan. I really admire and of course appreciate all your responses. Those are very inspiring for everyone to hear and watch on this show. And of course, ituloy natin yan. Ayun. So, I'm not sure or it's not really that impacting dito sa Philippines, no? Since kahit papaano, we have equal opportunities in terms of employment between men and women. Although some jobs really prefer men in terms lang of the physical capability siguro. But it's not necessarily limiting women. So what are for you though? What are some of the most pressing issues facing women today in terms of empowerment?
It's siguro still, probably dun sa mga provinces, it's still lack of education. So, since most of the women, actually, 'pag sa probinsya kasi 'no, parang hindi sila lahat tapos, hindi lahat sila nakakapag-college or nangyayari, nagkaka-family
Mm.
agad. And then yon biglang naka-cage na sila
Mm.
dun sa families nila and then
Mm.
hindi na sila nagkakaroon ng chance to be educated. But education is a tool, right, for you to succeed in
Oo.
life. And if you are not educated, you are not given the education that you want, example, to become an engineer, a lawyer, a doctor, and you will not be able to succeed. You will not be able to follow your dreams. I think that's one of the most pressing issues talaga ng mga kababaihan natin ngayon.
At saka ang hirap din kung minsan i-change pa rin. So, siyempre, we were born with different traditions talaga. Ikaw nga nakita ko, I know you're a go. So somehow hindi ba naging issue, but you've been mentioning kanina sa family it was so okay, 'di ba? But I mean in terms of the Chinese tradition, medyo parang mas ano sila with the men. So what are your thoughts on this?
Oo nga, actually may joke kami ng dad ko noon na once nag-asawa na ako, wala na akong mana. Which is actually the tradition, Chinese tradition talaga. Kaya
Ay, ganun ba
kini-keep ko
yun?
yung oo nga, kaya kini-keep ko yung Go, parang Go Ramon ako, parang nandiyan pa rin yung Go. Actually, when I graduated, when I finished I took 3 courses, no, 3 short courses sa Harvard Business School. I had to email the admin, can you please include my full middle name, which is Go, in the certificate? Because my dad will get mad. So, yun. Wala namang siyempre medyo modern na tayo, hindi na tayo masyadong traditional, hindi na siya 90s
Mm.
noon pa. So, accepted naman siya. But it is true na once na when you marry, especially sa Chinese, tapos especially hindi naman Chinese yung husband ko, medyo ka na, doon ka na sa
Pinapaubaya ka
husband
na.
mo. Oo, ganun pa rin. Pero we're still very close as a family, especially yun, when my dad had a stroke. We still make it a point. And ayun nga, I'm very thankful for my husband na he also makes it a point na we spend time with my dad, kasi ngayon, di ba, pag Christmas at New Year, meron tayong isang
Oo.
Christmas dito, isang New Year, ganon, di ba?
Oo, palitan then next year dun naman sa kabila.
Oo, para pantay.
Lalo na 'pag may mga apong involved.
Yes, oo,
Naku,
pag may
talagang
apo.
kailangan nakikita ng both sides ang apo. Ayan,
Yeah.
oo. Siguro that's also one thing that ano, although of course ngayon itong the new generation is getting older or becoming more mature, so hopefully mabasag na yung mga ganun kasi we can see it even in the Philippine media, 'di ba? So most soap operas out there talagang pag medyo hindi na financially capable ang family, i-prioritize because they think that the mom has more opportunities for employment or para buhayan yung the rest of the siblings, may mga ganun. So, hopefully, those terms will be changing very, very soon for the next generation siguro.
Yes, yes, that's true. Even syempre my students are nasa elementary, high school, college. Minsan pag nag-uusap kami, syempre ka na parang second parent, yung ballet studio is their second home. We always tell them na you study and then you make your own mark, you empower yourself. Wag nang parating mag-aasawa ko and then that's it. Or mag-aasawa ko ng mayaman and then that's it. Pwede naman. Pero 'di ba? Ano 'yun, dapat may sarili ka pa rin talagang legacy, importante talaga 'yun.
Oo, correct. Sabi nga ni this is so funny kasi siyempre alongside with dun sa mga inspirational videos and quotes or talks na lumabas 'no regarding women. Meron din naman itong isang segment wherein some of the women were getting mad naman na sabi nila, before we used to not work, we used to just stay at home and then the guys pay the bills, mga ganon. So it's because of this women empowerment na yung mga sectors, nalaman tuloy nila na kaya din natin. So ngayon pinagtatrabaho na nila tayo. So it was so so it was supposed to be, I don't know, parang ano rin siguro yun. It's a different perspective.
Yes. Kasi ako naman, parang I don't also want na my husband will provide for everything. Parang kawawa naman siya. Pag gusto ko tulungan, magtulungan naman tayo, di ba? Marriage is a partnership. And dapat, kumari, paano kung siya naman yung parang niya sabi sa akin, paano kung ako yung nanghina, kanina ako sasandal,
Mm.
di ba? Kung parating lahat na lang nakasandal sa kanya. So, yun, you have to be that person din na masasandalan din.
Mm. So, you also mentioned kanina, no, that somehow it took a long time before you guys decided to get married. So he was also ano, parang medyo very close din siya with his family. So, how were you able to, kasi kung minsan mahirap nang pasukin 'yun, 'di ba? So, how are you able also to manage that na parang have his family and you also have your own, yung mga ganon.
Ayun, yun na, I think that was the deciding factor. That's why he married me. Kasi nga, hindi pa ako isang dadagdag sa problema niya, I think.
Mm.
I think maybe we should ask him. Pero, ayun, I think he saw me not as somebody na isa pang aasa sa kanya, pero as somebody who will help him. So, ayun,
Mm.
I think that's one of the things na, kaya it was a smooth transition naman, wala namang naging problema. We are very open to each other, we share responsibilities. So, wala naman kaming mga ganong klaseng issue. So, in the beginning pa lang, nung before we got married, when we were engaged, lay down na namin lahat yan. So,
Mm.
nung kinasal kami, wala na kami naging alam mo yun, may mga financial issues, may mga ganyan. We always help as much as we can. Like, nung pandemic, ako naman yung nawalan ng job kasi, di ba, um, syempre closed yung mga ballet school, nag-shift kami
Mm.
online, konti lang yung students. Siya naman na nag-provide talaga, nag-extra effort siya to provide for me. Tapos ngayon na medyo nakakabalik na tayo, we share responsibilities again.
Ayun. So that's very nice to hear din talaga. So we're going back no na siguro family support from the time that siguro for all the families that will hear this episode, training would really first start from the family. And if you already have your own, siguro mas maganda rin na ganun yung i-create nating environment sa bawat household na kinakasapian natin. Parang ganun siguro. And here we go. So for you, Jackie, you mentioned kanina na between husband and wife, it's not really a competition. There is no competition who is the better provider, who is the better decision maker. It's not really like that. It's more of supporting each other with what you are doing. So what do you think are the roles that men can play in terms of empowering our women?
I believe that men should first be open to listening, to be able to understand, to make an extra effort lang to understand na syempre tayo mga babae may mga pinagdadaanan, may mga mood swings, may kung
Mm.
ano-anong mga stressful events. Tapos minsan di kasi sila naiintindihan. And I remember one time na feeling so down and then I told my husband, I don't want you to say anything, just listen to me. Sabi ko lang sa kanya. Nagsalita-salita lang ako. Sabi ko, makinig ka lang sa akin. Kahit na wala kang
Mm.
reaction, wala kang advice, basta just listen. I think that's the first step. You should be able, husband should be able to listen and try to understand the wife. The same way that now we should also listen and understand them. So, ayun, one thing, that's the first step. And then, next is to provide, syempre, empathy. Intindihin mo kung bakit ba ganito yung isang tao, and
Mm.
kung bakit ganito yung asawa ko. Put yourself in her shoes. And then, next is to be able to, ayun, provide support kung ano yung goals and dreams ng babae. So, kung ito yung gusto niya na medyo salungat din sa gusto mo, you can always come at you can always compromise. You can
Mm.
always find something meet in the middle na parang a lot of decisions actually kahit simple furniture decisions namin ni husband. Ayun. Although parang ah, ginagawa ko rin naman sa relationship namin is siya pa rin ang may final say.
Mm.
He does not deprive me of being able to reason out kung bakit dapat ganito. Kuwari magkaiba kami ng decision. So, parang he
Mm.
gives me a chance. And then, yun, at the end, we talk about it and then we compromise.
So the keyword is really compromise.
Compromise. Oo, kunwari 'di ba, ano yung mga simple ano natin, kung paano i-roll ang toothpaste, kung paano i-press, yung mga
Oh,
ganyan,
yes.
'di ba?
And the
So yun.
toilet seat.
Oo, yung toilet seat, isa pa yan, yung toilet seat na yan. So yun, kailangan lang kasi nga 'di ba dati nga puro men silang nasusunod, wala tayong say. Tapos yun ang pinu-push din naman nung iba masyado namang puro women naman. Parang hindi naman siya
Mm.
dapat maging competition, eh. Basta you are both
Oo.
human beings. You should respect each other, period. Regardless kung XX or XY yung chromosomes mo.
I think yes, kasi I really do agree on you with you on that kasi meron din tayong mga segment minsan sa society na medyo off yung promotion nila in terms of women empowerment. Siguro if they would ask me, there are really limitations na etong bagay na 'to is para sa'min, etong bagay na 'to para sa babae. Although it's not completely absolute, but it's preferred sana, 'di ba? Like siguro 'pag mga strenuous activities, strenuous at work, siguro I cannot also, hindi ko siguro masisisi yung mga employers if they prefer men, especially if the job is about masonry, mga gano'n. So, 'di ba?
Wag na natin,
So,
wag
siguro
na wag na i-push. Wag na natin i-question 'yun kasi nga kunwari meron din naman tayong mga jobs na parang mas nagagawa ng mas mabuti ng babae. Para sa kanila 'yun, hindi naman dahil mababa ang tingin natin sa lalaki. Pero alam mo 'yun, parang it's for convenience and it's the logical thing to do.
oo, yes, yes. I totally agree that, no? Kasi medyo minsan, medyo nag-overboard din tayo. We're fighting for rights, that's fine. But sometimes medyo nag-overboard siya. Siguro siguro generally na lang masasabi natin everything is in excess is not good.
Yes. That's true. At saka buti sana if we live in a time na siguro 1960s, 1970s, 1980s na medyo talaga, mahina pa talaga. Pero ngayon, at this time, wala naman ng masyadong ganyan na nangyayari. Kasi kayang-kaya, women are already career women. Women can
Yeah.
drive, women can do jobs na which were limited before to men. We have
Yes, we
suffrage,
have
diba?
women in the military din and in
Oo,
the
yes.
police force. Oh. So I think
Mm.
mas okay at mas ano din naman talaga 'yon. Ayun, so may pumasok na question dito sa akin. It says like what role do you believe women play in shaping the future of business and the economy? Okay, so what role do you believe women play in shaping the future of business and the economy?
Wow, pang
Siguro,
MBA.
oo,
MBA.
siguro, so, so parang siguro they are concerned more of women in business,
Oo.
ganun.
Well, there are already women leaders right now, even in major companies, and even when I enrolled dun sa business school,
Mm-mm.
marami rin akong mga kasama na babae and kasi peer learning siya eh. So, mami-meet mo mga ibang mga CEO, executives, mga babae din
Mhm.
sila. So, I believe na lumalaban din naman ang mga women right now and because yun nga yung kinukwento ko sa'yo kanina na minsan medyo may mas ano tayo, mas may influence tayo
Oo.
to mold things, 'di ba? Yung may makaya nating gawa ng paraan, yung mga ibang
Mm.
bagay. So, that's I think a very important role that women play na sometimes hindi na maayos ng mga lalaki kahit nasa mga diretsahang usapan, na kaya nang pasukin na ng babae tapos
Mm.
sila na yung kayang kumausap, mag-influence.
Close to your oo. Ayun. So, I think siguro dun papasok yung charm. Charm ng mga women
Mm.
in terms
O
of
yung, sige na
business.
sir, ganyan. Oo.
Oo. And one more thing, no? Siguro I'm not sure. Siguro I had the statistics way back pa, but so far mas marami yata talaga ang girls statistically versus sa men. So if we have more
Mm-mm.
women in the industry, it would also help a lot sa workforce natin. At saka ano, siguro yun lang, yun talaga yung sa pabago-bagong isip ng mga women natin. Ayun.
Mm.
So, but
Yun na
I
siguro siguro Gian, that's one of the things din na in a way made me successful is ayoko din ng pabago-bago ng isip. So when I decide, I make it a point na papanindigan ang desisyon na to hanggang sa dulo-dulo kasi nga nag-decide ako on this. Kaya yun, siguro, yun, you get traits from men and then you also have your female traits and I think you will be able to succeed in this industry.
Oo, tama din yun. Yes, correct. So, siguro dapat ngayon they have to explore more names for our Baguio. Kasi oo.
True,
Hindi na lahat sa women. Ayan. And of
true.
course, Miss Jackie, do you have anything to promote or do you have any events that are upcoming soon na pwede naming madaluhan?
Well, buti na lang you asked. It's our 20th anniversary this year. So Ballet Baguio is celebrating its 20th anniversary this year. We are having a trilogy. So tatlong show, three major shows. We just planned on one major show. Sabi namin, hindi, gawin natin three kasi we're extra.
Wow.
Kasi babae tayo, di ba? Gusto natin, So we're doing Iconic. It's a pop show this April
Mm.
30th at SM City Baguio. And then we have Legendary. That's the highlight. That's the 20th anniversary summer workshop intensive program. And we have guests from Ballet Manila. And we also have a very important guest who is also an empowered woman herself and one of the 10 outstanding persons in the world. We have prima ballerina Lisa Makua Elizalde, who is joining us
Wow!
on that show. And then on December, we have Majestic that will be at the Baguio Convention Center. It's a full-length the Nutcracker show.
Mhm. Wow, that's really really nice, and it's so great that also Miss Lisa Makuha will be gracing your anniversary. So advance congratulations na rin for
Thank
having
you,
that
thank you.
for having that event. We're so proud of you. And of course, do you have any advice, of course, or any inspirational message that you can share to all our young women and to all the women who are planning to be entrepreneurs in terms of business and of course in terms of their family?
Medyo gasgas na, pero be the change that you want to see in the world, di ba? And if you want to create your own legacy, to create your own mark, you have to decide on it and you have to commit on it. Hindi lang siya aantayin mo pag feel ko na or pag aantayin mo pag binigyan ka ng opportunity. You have to create that opportunity. And you have to be very brave and you have to be bold to be able to pursue
Mm-mm.
your goals and for you to succeed in whatever passion or business that you intend to do.
Wow, thank you so much, Miss Jaqueline Go Ramon. Ayun, so kay Daddy, if you will be watching this show, ayan po, thank you for having Miss Jaqueline Go Ramon. Ayun eh. Para
Kailangan magkasama yun.
Yes, for Daddy. Ayan, maraming salamat po, Miss Jacqueline, for of course joining us today and sharing your insights. We really appreciate it. Of course, most especially on this important topic for women empowerment. And it's clear that there's still a long way to go when it comes to empowering women. Maybe not here in the Philippines, but in other societies, and of course bringing down the barriers for women. As mentioned by Miss Jackie earlier, I think we really need to bank on education, awareness, and of course support from our families so that we can create more equals and of course a just society for everyone. And to all the women out there, remember, we are strong, we are capable, and of course, deserving of every opportunity that comes our way. So, you have the power to break down all the barriers in your life and, of course, overcome every obstacle that stands in your way. And you have the ability to lead, to innovate, and to make a positive impact in the world around you. So, thank you, Miss Jackie. And, of course,
Thank
thank you
you.
Frontline. We'll see you again for the next season of the Frontline, only here on TNC. Have a great night, everyone.